Hey guys, and welcome on back to my channel, That Aussie Mum. My name is Suze, for those of you who don't know me, and for those who do, welcome on back to the channel. Yes, it's been a hot minute, and I think I say this all the time, but it's been a long while since I've done a video, and I apologize for that. You know, life gets in the way, mental health gets in the way, all the things. I'm not going to go into it, but I thought that I would come back on today with a wind down after work with me kind of video. So as you know, I am a teacher, I am part-time, and I've come home early today. It is currently nearly 2 o'clock. So no one else is going to be home for a little while, so I get to have a bit more of a wind down on a Thursday. And so I thought I would show you part of my wind down routine on a day when I get home early. So let's jump right on into it. The first thing I do when I get home before anybody else is, if the gate wasn't already shut, I go and shut the main gate to our property. Because the dogs have been locked up in the small yard all day, they're going to be pretty desperate to come out and run around like crazy things, and Piper still likes to escape and chase birds. I also check the post, and sometimes the postie doesn't come before I get home. Sometimes he does, but I do notice that there is a nice big box of who gives a crap toilet paper sitting at my front door, which is great because we were starting to run out. We normally do a very quick blitz clean as a whole family on a Saturday morning, so the house is not in too bad of a shape, but there are still things lying around because it's Thursday and it's getting close to Saturday, which means things are going to start getting out of control soon, but that's okay. Hang up the keys, hang up the handbag, and the first thing I'm going to go and do is go and say hello to the puppies. Not that they're puppies anymore, but if I don't go and say hello to them immediately, Piper will stand there at the door and whine the whole time. As you can see, the first thing Piper does is grab a toy to play with because she thinks I'm coming out to play straight away, which she knows I never do. I'm just out to say hello for now. Lula comes and gets her pat, but Piper's pretty persistent. Then we have to avoid the landmines as we go to open up the small yard so they can go and run. It's part of Piper's favourite part of the day. And then she stands there and says, "Come on, Mummy, why aren't you coming?" And I say, "Because I'm not ready to play yet." She always has the most betrayed expression on her face when I lock her out again. I do also need to go and collect that big box of toilet paper from outside the front door. So I'm going to do that before I do anything else. For anybody wondering about the Who Gives a Crap toilet paper, it is a subscription service and I have it delivered every 12 weeks. It is an amazing service. If anyone is interested in it, I will leave a link in the description box below. Next on the list of things I do is I ditch the extraneous accessories. So my jacket, I ditch the shoes, make myself a little bit more comfortable before heading into the bathroom and ridding myself of all of that makeup and grime from the day. I always start the tap running first because I don't like washing my face with the cold water. I'm a bit of a sook, and that is why I'm running the tap. Don't worry, there is a water saver attached to the tap head. Once I've taken my earrings out, I'm actually going to spray my face with this Revolution makeup removal spray. I've just realized that everything I show you on this video is going to be backwards because my new phone films backwards. So all I do is I spray this all over my makeup, and it actually helps to dislodge all of that makeup nice and easily so that it's easy to remove. And then I'm just going to grab my little cotton swabs or my makeup wipes, whatever these little things are called, and I'm just going to wipe away all of the makeup from today. It will take a few of these little cotton pads because look at that. Yeah, it's caked on there. Please also just excuse the lighting situation. I haven't filmed on this new phone yet, and I'm finding that it is adjusting the light to however it feels and not just keeping it the same throughout. So I will need to work on that. So please, just ignore the lighting situation for now. I ended up changing to this method of getting my makeup off because I was using makeup wipes, but because I wear makeup every day and I'm having to wipe off makeup every afternoon, I was finding that it was starting to burn around my eyes quite a bit, and it just wasn't working as well, and I needed a new way of doing things. Here I'm just adding a little bit more because that stubborn eye makeup just doesn't want to come off, all that mascara. I've got the raccoon eyes going on. Ladies, you all get me. But I am finding that this makeup removal spray is a lot gentler on the skin around my eyes. I have also gone down the micellar water path, but I was finding the same problem with that as with the makeup wipe. So it was just, the skin around my eyes was just burning a little bit too much. So let's see how long we can use this makeup removal spray before it starts doing the same thing. Moving on to washing my face, I am using this Norwex Backlock body cloth, purely because I couldn't find my face cloths from this brand, but the body cloth works just as well. And I'm going to be giving my face a proper wash down after the makeup removal, just to make sure I get all of that dirt and grime off. I'm using the Asano Rosehip Gentle Foaming Cleanser to start off with. I've been using this one for quite a while, and I use the moisturizer a little bit as well, but I do need to find a new brand because it does contain aloe vera, and my daughter Natalie is actually quite highly allergic to topical aloe vera, and I just need to get rid of it in my house altogether. But then of course I also don't really want to waste products that I know are still good, so I'm just trying to finish them off and making sure that none of that product goes anywhere near her. Now with these cloths, you've just got to be careful not to over wipe your face with them. It feels amazing when you're doing it, but if you are wiping too long, they can be quite abrasive and they can exfoliate you quite quickly and leave your face feeling a little bit raw. So you can't just go scrubbing at your face with these cloths, especially seeing as this one is a body cloth and not the face version. The face version is softer, but the body cloth works. Then going to go in with my Revitalift Replumping Gel Wash from L'Oreal Paris. I love this gel wash. It's so nice and cooling, and it just soothes the skin as you work it in. It has got a hyaluronic acid in there to help plump out those wrinkles that I have now that I'm over 40, and it just leaves your skin feeling just lovely and soft. And I actually swear by this. I really enjoy this product. So if you're someone who's trying to get rid of some of those wrinkles around your eyes or around your mouth like I am, I love this product and would highly recommend it. Does anybody else just love the feeling of freshly cleaned skin after a day of wearing makeup? I don't know, I find it so satisfying, and it just feels so nice to just have that fresh clean skin feel. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going in with the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray. It's like a water spray, and it's got rose hip or rose water, aloe vera, and something else in there. I can't remember what it is. It smells amazing, and it just gives a little bit of a hint of dewiness and moisturizer before going in with my Skin Republic Collagen Hydrogel under eye patches, especially made for us older ladies who need that anti-wrinkle formula going on in there. I'm showing my age a little bit, but I do have quite a few wrinkles around my eyes, and these are the perfect thing. I'm just going to try and dry off that water toner just that little bit more before I attach these to my face. These eye patches are only sticky on one side and not the other, so they're not going to make a mess like some of your other under eye patches do, and they just feel so lovely and cooling and soothing after you've washed your face and removed your eye makeup. They come on these little plastic backs, and what you're going to do is I'm going to leave those on for 30 minutes while I go and do some other things and let them do their magic. Time to ditch the work clothes, and of course, ladies, you know you all do it. Time to ditch the bra before we get changed and head out to go and play with the puppies. Of course, I've got to go and put my gumboots on first because it's been a rather rainy week, which means that the grass outside is going to be quite muddy, and I don't like getting wet feet, so gumboots it is. Piper's waiting patiently at the door for me to come out and play, so let's go and join her out there. Look how excited she is. She knows it's time. Mummy's coming out to play. Come on, Mummy. Come and play. Come and play. Before we get into the important business of playing fetch, I do like to check my veggie garden. I've planted these new plants on the outside, some beans, some honeydew melon, and my cucumbers. Look, they're flowering, which means I'm going to have cucumbers soon. Very exciting. We do go through quite a few cucumbers. Piper's still looking for her ball because I can't play fetch if she can't find her ball. But we also need to do a few quick things in the veggie garden, and that includes making sure that the tomatoes are trellising properly through my ladder trellis. I've got quite a few varieties of tomatoes growing at the moment. I think I've got 6 different varieties growing. I can't remember them off the top of my head. Piper gets very excited. Come on, Mum, I found my ball, and you're still mucking around in that veggie garden. And me just telling her off, saying, don't knock over my camera. I'm just tucking those tomatoes in, checking. Oh my goodness, this is where I realized something has eaten one of my first tomatoes, but I have found that one of my other tomatoes is safe, so just checking all of the tomatoes are in there still, and just going to go and make sure all the rest of those tomatoes are trellised up nice and safely. We also go through quite a bit of lettuce in our house, so just checking that nothing is munching on my lettuce leaves, making sure they're all happy, they're growing nicely. And my coriander has bolted, which I'm not happy about, but there's nothing you can do about it in this weather, really. Finally, it's time to play, and Piper is very happy. Lula comes in for her pats too. Lula doesn't chase the ball much anymore because she's a bit old and her back legs are not so great. But Piper could literally do this all day long. The other thing I like to do is go and check on the mulberry bush. It's currently chock full of fruit and it's days away from being ripe, but as you can see, we're just not quite there yet. When she starts getting like this where she doesn't want to drop the ball, that's usually a cue for we're done playing now. She might drop it every now and again if I keep turning my back, but after about 2 or 3 of these goes, I kind of call it a day. The 30 minutes is now up, which means it is about time to take the eye patches off. They've been feeling really soothing, but I'm ready to take them off now and finish up with my face. I'm going to go in first with the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. This gives just a lovely moisturizing-ness to the face, I suppose. So just a few drops, and I just rub that all over my face and my neck and chest, avoiding my eyes. It does dry and go a bit tacky fairly quickly, so you've got to work with it fairly quickly. Next, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Paris Revitalift Laser Times 3. This has also got hyaluronic acid in it, but this one doesn't tack down and dry as quickly. This one has got like a pearlescent sheen to it, and it leaves you feeling fresh and glowy, and it's just a lovely product. These are more aimed towards some of us ladies who are in, late 30s, early 40s, but this one, I really enjoy this product. Next, I'm going to go in with the Revitalift Laser 3 Night Moisturizer by L'Oreal Paris. I do have the night moisturizer and I have the day moisturizer. The night one is quite a bit thicker, and you don't need a huge amount, especially when you've gone and put other products on there that contain hyaluronic acid, but it just gives that lovely soft finish, makes you feel nicely moisturized and leaves your skin feeling nice and hydrated. I don't know, it's just one of the nicer products for making you feel like you're all clean and ready for bed, even though I'm not really going to bed at this point. Next up is the Revitalift Laser Times 3 Eye Serum. This one has got this lovely applicator on it that's nice and cooling. So as you pop it on and rub it in to start with, it's just nice and cool and it's nice and soothing under the eyes. I always like to finish with the eye cream on top. I have got quite dark circles under my eyes, and I have been finding that with this routine and with my morning routine as well, that those circles have definitely been improving. And last but not least, I am going to go in with this Kosas Sport lip balm. It is in this weird shape, but it just works. I don't know. And it's got this lovely, slight minty aroma, flavor to it, and it just leaves your lips feeling lovely and soft. This one I bought this one in a pack of 3 from Mecca. I have got the 2 other tinted ones, and this is the baseline one, which contains hyaluronic acid. Now it's time for an afternoon cuppa, and of course I'm going to be using a decaf tea, because the last thing I want to do is stimulate my brain too much further in the afternoon before the evening comes in and the real wind down happens. This tea is a Narada tea. It is a vanilla rooibos. I am South African. I grew up drinking rooibos tea, and I just really like the flavor of the vanilla. Normally I don't have sugar in my tea, but with any type of rooibos tea, I always feel like it's not complete without that little bit of sugar in it. Rooibos tea is a herbal tea. It is more of a red tea than a black tea, and of course it has caffeine free, so we're not stimulating the brain too much. And now we're ready for the final part of the wind down. It's spring at the moment, but it's still a little bit chilly. So I'm going to jump into my favorite chair with my favorite blanket. I've got my cup of tea here next to me to enjoy. And I'm going to delve back into the current book that I'm reading and just wait for the girls to come home, I suppose, before thinking about all the dinner things that have to be done. Well, I hope you enjoyed this relaxing after work wind down with me. If you do anything different in your wind downs, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And of course, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye.